Okay, here we are. Today, I realized I didn't do something with that operating system. I didn't set up a swap for it. So I figured I'd run through in case somebody wanted to switch from a swap partition to a swap file. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a VM of Lubuntu. It's the quickest, easiest ISO that I have. I'm going to go ahead and set it for 4 gigs of RAM. If I can get the slider there, that is. Click next. Create a hard disk. VDI. Dynamically allocated. And we're going to just set this for, I don't know, 25. That's close enough. Create. Click on settings. Click on system. Processor. Give it 2 CPUs. Display. Max that out. Oops, let's go back. Alright, 128. Enable 3D acceleration. Storage, empty. Live CD DVD. Click on the icon here. Choose disk file. Lubuntu. Open. And that's about it. So click OK. Click on start. And we'll click it over to full screen here, switch it over. Alright, we're on the desktop. Let's just set the resolution here. Click on the application menu, search, terminal, next render -S for size, 1360 by 768. And enter, and that'll bring her up all the way. Put that out. Alright, let's install this sucker. Let's install this bad boy. Los Angeles keyboard. Click next. Alright. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually partition it. I'm going to show you how to set up a manual partition. Just pretty much the basics, like one step above the basics. So what you want to do here is click on that, make sure that's highlighted. Click on new partition table, and master boot record is legacy and GUID partition is GPT, obviously. And the difference is the other one takes up a 8 megabyte slice for the other thing. So anyways, what we're going to do here is I like to start with the swap file. I mean, not the swap file, the swap partition size. If I can type. Boot as primary, you can have 4 primaries on a drive. File system Linux swap. Click OK. Oh wait, no wait, you gotta go down here. Almost forgot. Gotta set the flag for it. Alright, it's down the bottom. Click on swap, click OK. And next we're going to create a new partition primary. And we're going to do the root partition. Because it's hard to do math and I suck at it, so that's why I do it this way. Do the swap set size that I want. I forgot about 12 megabytes for the primary, for the root. Click OK. Oh wait, gotta set the swap. Gotta set the gotta set the flag for it. Mount it. This root // and then go down to root down here. No, boot, excuse me. You want to set that for the boot for the because that's where the yeah, the boot thing will go. Yeah, that's a technical term, a boot thing. Now, I'm going to set up a home partition. This way, if you want to dual boot Linux, everything in your home partition will be there for you between different distros. All right, let's click next. All right, we go. Now, if you pause that section and read that, it's very important. But alrighty. Anyways, we're going to put our name in here. Followed by this, put in a strong password, and click next. Now, if you look at the bottom, create new MS-DOS partition table on dev SDA VD hard disk, create 499 for the Linux swap. That's a swap partition, and it's flagged for Linux swap partition is swap. Click on install here. All right, last chance to not do it. Install now. But this isn't a VM. Alrighty, go to settings, storage, remove the disk from the virtual drive, and click OK. Start this thing back up. Full screen. Switch over. Yeah, afraid of that. We'll get rid of this in a minute. That bar, it's kind of stuck there. Put in the password. The uncrackable password. Hacker beware. Close these out. Go back to the terminal. Xrandr-S 1360 by 768 is my screen resolution. And voila. Put this out. And I want to exit. Alright. Alright, we need that back open again. We're going to check and update this thing. So we're all up to date. Oh yeah. Percentage signs. Yay. Should have been the and sign. And if you ever need to go back to the last line that you type in there, arrow up. Alright. I had to pause it. Check this. check to see if Gpart is installed. Nope, it's not. All right. So we're going to install it. Sudo apt install Gparted. And Gpart. Password. That's Gparted, not Gparted. Whoops. Let's go fix that. Alright, all better. Click on Y. It should only take a few seconds. Small program. Alright, all done. If you ever want to find anything, the command on the little terminal is where is and then the name of the program. And if you want to clear the terminal, clear is your command. Alright, Gparted. That's the easiest way to get it up, just type it in the terminal. Alright, now here we're going to delete, we're going to disable, swap off, and delete the partition. And to reclaim the space, what you're going to do is you're going to take your live USB on, this is for bare metal, is you're going to take your live USB, you can download Gparted, okay, click apply on that. You can download Gparted while it's live and it'll stay in the RAM. Alright, so we're going to refresh the devices. But we're running, everything's mounted, so I can't, now you can run it in a live environment and then download Gparted into your RAM and resize your home partition later. See if Synaptic's on here. Nope. Because you can't have both. You can't have, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to download a program to turn it into a swap file. You can't have both. You can't have a swap partition and a swap file. Or at least they don't recommend it. So you gotta disable and get rid of one and then go get the other. And all this is how you do it through the GUI, through the desktop. There we go. Type the password again. Alright, click close. And to get this program, program to come up is you want to type in swap space file. And we're about the dphys-swap file. And mark that for installation. Click apply on it. If you want, you can read about it down there. And make sure, let's make sure that, let's make sure it's, okay, good. Unchanged, okay. Click apply. Those were just dependencies down there and then the main program, or package, actually. Only gonna take a couple seconds. Click close. Now there's tools and stuff. Now I'm going to click on this here and bring up the home page. And I'll put the home page here in the show notes down below. But you can get to it through Synaptic. But this is just basic project basics and stuff about the program itself. Close that out. Make sure it's on there. Yeah, we got Nano, good. Now to bring up the man page for any kind of program, we type in man and the program. Now what these do is explains what the program is, the ins and outs of it, how to use it, how to set the flags, where the configuration file is, and we want this etc. dphys-swap file. We'll copy that. I want to quit now. Yeah. Sudo nano. Nano's a text editor in the terminal. In case you don't already know. Paste that right on in there. Hit enter. You gotta type sudo first for it to edit the file. Now if you just want to look at it, just type in nano and whatever file you want to look at. Now this is the configuration file for the swap file program. Restrict size is computed in absolute to maximally. Is that a word? Maximally? This limit? Okay. Let's get out of that. Type in H top. See now by default it has a set for 2 gigs, 1.95. Go back in there. Now what we're going to do is read this. Make sure I'm doing this right. I've done this before. Alright, this one is set size to computed values. This times RAM size dynamically adapts. And this one is config max swap size. So this one's dynamically. So if you want to take this ISO from machine to machine, you'd want this. You want to uncomment this line. The config swap factor. Let's try this one. I normally go for conf max swap. And I change that value to whatever value I want. And type this out. It's Control O, Enter, Control X to get out. We have to reboot now. So we're just gonna go and reboot this sucker. Now, if you notice, it says 2.04 in there. So it dynamically allocated a larger swap file for it. I'm going to go back in there. Copy that again. New tab. Sudo nano. Now you got Vim too, but I never learned how to use Vim. Alright. Now let's comment that back out. Uncomment this one. And it should. See, that's what I did. Right here. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and leave her right there. And that's the basics of how to, from the GUI, from your desktop environment, how to create a swap partition, disable a swap partition, and swap it over to a swap file. Now, to get rid of the swap file, you just go into like Synaptic or something like that and uninstall it, and then go back. You have to do this in a live environment. You take your live USB drive, put it in there, download gparted, resize the drive, give yourself enough RAM. I'm not RAM, but a swap file. Man, give yourself a big enough swap partition, and then re-enable it. Now, doing it that way, you'd have to go into the terminal and type in a few commands to get it to stick and create the configuration file for it. That way, every time you boot, you have it. It points to the swap file. I keep saying swap file, man. The swap partition. Okay. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and kill this right here. And we'll see you guys next time. Y'all stay safe, and yeah, stay warm. It's getting cold out there. If you're in the northern hemisphere. Hasta, people.